Giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RakaHakwadash, the oneness to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and it's sincere shalom to the acting that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be an extremely quick video. This is off of the brother GMS Vegas sit downs, 144,000. All right, 144,000. Okay. So it's titled "This Place Is Falling Fast," right? Because you can see here on his screen, man. Economics experts issues dire warning on serious threat faced by U.S. dollar. It's inevitable. Okay, it's inevitable. Meaning you pretty much you can't avoid it. It is what it is. You can't avoid it. Now again, through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, we have been telling you for years, long before anybody even thought of this. Since the '60s, the truth has been being pushed out, and you people are the main ones that wanted to, go against it. Call us hate groups and stuff like that, right? So, like I keep saying, man, back in the '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s, the early 2000s, and so anytime pretty much before this, anytime before pretty much 20, I want to say 15, it was pretty much when America was at its prime, man. It was so cold at its prime. Everything was going good. Hollywood was was doing good. Everybody was doing good. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden everybody like getting laid off and all these wars and stuff like that which the wars have never stopped. But now we're starting to see the effect of it. Now this place has been falling even back when the stock market had crashed before. But as far as that so-called Great Depression, but now it's really starting to show itself now, man. And now all these articles and all this stuff is happening. All these now it's actually being shown. But again, man, we have been telling you people for years, and now all of a sudden it's hit you as a big shock. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we've been telling you. So, uh, yeah, it's definitely inevitable. Now, if you don't know what's been going on, everybody's laying off the U.S. dollar now, man. Everybody's laying off the U.S. dollar now. All right, they talked about the yuan is pretty much the biggest currency that's being traded now, especially amongst Russia. All right, everybody's backing out of the U.S. dollar, and that is a major prophecy, man. That is a major. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting to happen. The Wadi Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. The Wadi Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. We have been waiting for this to happen. The Wadi Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, right? So, what I'm going to do, man, like I said, it's going to be a really quick video. It's going to be a real quick video. All right. Well, Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double it to her, double according to her works. And the cup which she have filled to her double. All right. So, that's like that so-called an eye for an eye. Now, this world will tell you that that's not good. But like seeking revenge is not good. Right. So, why don't you tell that to the U.S. when one of their members get killed? We will not rest until we have justice. Yeah, they could do that, but when we say we won't rest until this man goes down. All of a sudden, it's a problem. All of a sudden, it's one big ass problem. Those people over there in Israel can sit up there and say they're the chosen people of God, and everybody has to go to them to get to the Lord, pretty much. And flow into them. You must flow into us. And you got Coon Jake that'll sit there and side with that bullshit, right? But if we say that all nations are going to have to flow into us in that day, it's a problem. We're racist. We're everything negative under the book, man. We're demons. We're all this stuff, right? Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. How much she have glorified herself, all right, and lived deliciously, all right. This is all about the U.S. of America, man. All right, the U.S. of America. She glorified herself, living deliciously. All right. So much torment and sorrow give her. All right. So torment. It says, for she saith in her heart, I said, a queen and am no widow. All right. It shall see no sorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that is their mindset. That's always been their mindset. When you even dating back to the other wicked ass empires that's been established on this earth, man. All right. That's always been their mindset. I am no widow, you know. I sit a queen. Pretty much I'm untouchable. But this shows otherwise, that you're not untouchable. And we've been telling you for years, man, that you're not. This place is nobody's untouchable. Nobody. Look, man, the Son of the Most High, YAHAWASHI, the greatest man that ever walked on this planet, was not untouchable. He was not untouchable. How much more a devil? How much more somebody as low as Esau? Right? While they may seem like they're in power and they seem like they're untouchable, but I get, man. You know, when you think about it, everybody keep talking about God bless America and stuff like that. And, you know, we're just so untouchable, right? But you keep talking about God bless America, but what about God's son? God's son wasn't untouchable. What happened to him? Nobody is untouchable, man. So we gotta understand. See, so what you got a military? You know, the Most High's son will wipe that shit out, man, in an instant, because he had that type of power. He had that. He's going to, Salakia. He's going to wipe that shit out in an instant. But you know what? He's the one that's the Lord is sending him for deliverance for the Israelites and destruction to this place, man. Those so-called UFOs, guess who's in charge of them? YAHAWASHI. Right? Who in the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. But again, what happened to him? He wasn't untouchable. You know what I'm saying? How much more this devil that has nothing, absolutely nothing on the Lord's son? Absolutely nothing on the Lord's son, man. Right? So this is showing otherwise, that this devil is untouchable. Right? Can't nobody touch me. Who gonna bring me down, right? That's what they asking. Who shall bring me down? I set my nest high among the stars as the eagle, right? You know what I'm quoting Obadiah. Who's gonna bring me down? Can't nobody touch me. Well, this is showing otherwise. And now you got Trump telling Americans to pray. That should tell you something right there. You got Trump telling Americans to pray. I can't get over that. But again, man, that should just that alone should tell you something right there. Like, okay, yeah, something's wrong. Something's going on here. That should just give it away. All right. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. It said one day. Now, one day is a period of time, but you know it's quick, because everybody's saying that this place is falling, and it's falling fast. Right? It's falling fast. And oh, that was his title. I didn't even see that. Right? It's falling quick, man. It really is. This year, man, we telling you, the start of every single year brings something major, and that sets the tone for the rest of the year, pretty much. Okay. It says, so death and mourning and famine, all this stuff is getting ready to come upon America, man. Everybody's already mourning, and there's a whole lot of death already. You telling me this is far-fetched now? This is for anybody that say this book was written by man. You know what I'm saying? Well, look around you, man. Death, mourning, famine, it's all happening right now. It's just going to escalate to a degree that's never been seen before, man. All right? and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI who judgeth her. Now this is why. Now this right here, burnt with. She shall be utterly burnt with fire. That should ring. That should ring a whole lot of bells right there, because it's just like, well, damn. Everybody keep talking about nuclear war and World War III and all this other stuff, right? Missiles and all this stuff, right? That should ring bells right there. That, oh yeah, that makes sense that this place is gonna be burnt with fire. There's several other places too. America ain't gonna be the only one. All right, but that should just click right then and there. Like, oh yeah, okay, yep, yeah, that make a lot of sense. Look at all these missiles being built. Yeah, that make a whole lot of sense. But some people are more blinded than others. All right, and anyway, for strong is the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI who judgeth her. Now that goes towards you. Also, you freedom fighters, you so-called freedom fighters that say we got to take up arms and stuff like that, which I don't understand. Why do you keep crying out taking up arms, but then you're just going to march down the street and then stop off at some 7-Eleven to get yourself a nice cold drink, kind of warm today, get yourself a nice cold drink and spend the white man's money, but take up arms. Hey, take up arms for what? If you're not going to fight and do nothing about it, why take up arms? You're still going to continue to spend his money, right? And live your everyday goddamn life. Guess what? You got to get up in the morning and go to work, right? So what you mean take up arms, right? If you're not going to do anything with those arms, you ain't going to do nothing with those weapons, man. But use them against each other. That's the only time I see Jake use a gun is to shoot another nigga. That's the only time that I see Jake use a gun. Anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.